We are finally here. We are here with NBA 2K23 gameplay wise and features, what the game is going to be like. So before we get into this banger, make sure that you like up, make sure you subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I am signed to NBA 2K, and that's why I have the official notes. So if you want anything official and you want just true facts and you're tired of rumors and you're tired of lies, come here to this channel. We're going to be dropping build videos for 2K23 jump shot, also news, badges, everything, just to inform y'all on NBA 2K23. All right, now we're going to get into it. It says offensive gameplay. The defense was a point emphasized in last year's game, but NBA 2K23 is so jam-packed with new features and upgrades on the offense end of the floor. That is a perfect starting point in NBA 2K22. Was a banner year for perimeter players. Small guards had slew of advantages over their taller counterparts, and that's not a lie. Smaller guards, it was crazy. And outside shooting renamed supreme in online matches. Thinking about how we could bring more to our game, we looked at how virtual games were playing out compared to real life NBA. And it was clear that we need to give more love to the slashers who love to finish at the rim. This means expanding the tools for attacking the basket. I ain't gonna lie to you, man, but paint defense was crazy, man. Like, I felt like slashers did get love. Let's keep going. It says undergrade pro stick. The most obvious upgrade, in addition of the new gesture combos to the pro stick, internally we refer to the new mechanics as double throws. Okay, flicking the pro stick in a direction, letting it go back to the center, and then quickly moving the pro stick back at the same direction, and switchbacks, flicking the pro stick in the direction, letting it centered, then quickly moving the pro stick in the opposite direction. These new gestures introduce a lot of new weapons for both shooting and ball handling. Okay, so flex on the rim. For dunking, the meter skill dunk for NBA 2K22, ability to force difficult dunks in traffic with time shot meter. So the shot meter is coming back. Return, but the new commands allow us to expand the dunking controls to let you dunk exactly how you want without accidentally firing off a skill dunk you weren't expecting. And that's true, because that does happen sometimes. When driving the basket with the spring trigger held, the new pro stick control map for dunks is as follows. So up equals two hands, right equals strong hand, left equals weak hand, down equals rim hang, up flashy two-hand dunk. That's pretty cool. Down up is flashy one-hand dunk. Up down is normal skill dunk with a meter. Rim hanging skill dunk with a meter. I ain't gonna lie, that's a little different. We're gonna see. What do y'all think about that? Let me know in the comment section. It says, you notice with the new map, you now have control over rim hang. For new gen, we're taking that control to all new levels with physics-based simulated rim hangs. This is an incredible, entertaining, and wonderful complex piece of tech that been developed for a couple of years now. It allows you to control when and how you hang on the rim after the dunk. Then it says the controls are simple. Use one of the new rim hang gesture mentioned above when driving towards a hoop, but to keep sprint trigger held when the player gets their hands on the rim. You hang it immediately as long as you can, as you keep the trigger held, and you can use the left stick to adjust the momentum of your swinging body, and right stick to pull yourself up on the rim. This is all done through physics simulations as opposed to cancel animations. It looks and feels amazing. It's one of the most fun things to do in the city. Available in new gen only, but watch out for tech if you hang in too long in the NBA games. Okay, so it seems like that's for new gen. It seems like 2K is trying to draw people to new gen. So that's a feature for new gen. It says finesse your way to the rack. For slashers who want to finish with a little more finesse, double throw gestures are used for hop step layups, while switchback gestures are used for euro steps and cradle layups, which feels very natural. A simple hold left or right will perform a new setup of quick scoop layups. These are great, especially for small guards who want to quickly flip the ball up around the defenders before they can react and block the shot. Okay. For the bigger, stronger players, you also experience a lot of new contact layup content. Okay, so they have now contact layup content that properly show what should happen when players like Giannis plow through everyone in their path. That's facts. In addition, we add several new layup packages for both new gen and current gen, including Devin Booker, Joe Embiid, Allen Iverson, Magic Johnson, Joker, Zach LaVine, John Morant, Sue Bird, I think it's Donna Torres, if I'm not mistaken, and more. For post players, double throws can be used for the post drop step and hop steps. Switchback gestures will give you shimmy shots and hooks. There are a bunch of new suggested post shots and hooks to choose from this year as well. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm hoping that defense matters in this game, because in that case, if you're giving more post scores, more moves, and more things to be powerful in the paint, post scores are going to be OP again next year. It says combined skills movement. Okay, let me see. Dribbling in NBA 2K has taken on a life of its own and has become a sort of game within the game. Ball handlers are going to enjoy comboing up in NBA 2K23, as new suggested combos give you even more options for your arsenal. Switchback gestures will now perform dedicated signature double cross and hesitation cross combos, moves that you can assign as a part of the moving crossover signature package, which has grown 15 options to 28. Okay, so that sounds pretty good. Let's see. It says learning the speed of your stick throws, the timing of your signature animation, and especially important now. You can change your player normal signature size up by rocking the pro stick back and forth, and rapid double throws will give you I think it's aforementioned new combos, and flicking the pro stick back and forth repeatedly will give you a whole different set of animations called signature combo that looks incredible. Another major dribbler change in the introduction of attacking and size ups. One of the things we wanted to improve with dribbling in NBA 2K was that while those size up move look cool, they weren't very useful. Oh, okay. That's true. I'm not going to lie. Hey, I'm glad they mentioned that. It says the new attacking size up provides a lot more side to side movements and are much better at forcing the defender to drop and shift. Okay, this is what we need. Because I'm not going to lie, it's so hard to get an ankle breaker. It's so hard to get an ankle breaker in 2K22, so hopefully 2K23 is easy. Allowing you to bait them with one way and then attack the other. Something all great ball handlers do so well in real life. While it's fun to clown your opponent with a flurry of flashy dribbles, we don't want to encourage players to dribble the entire shot clock out while their teammates fall asleep. Facts. Energy would deplete much quicker when spamming too many moves together. So it's important to be efficient and not play with your food too long. And some of y'all play with your food too long, for real. There's a long list of size up to learn on paper, but they're all very simple and feel natural in practice. Jump into 2K. You freestyle practice to play around with different sticks, throw timing, and you'll get the hang of it in a few minutes. And that's cool, but I just hope that, like I said, I just hope that defense is there. I hope defense is there, because all this is great, but I need defense to be there. Okay, adrenaline boost. Another new features prevent over dribbling and concept of adrenaline boost. There are 3 available boosts per player. Per possession, shown as 3 small bars under the stamina meter. Okay, Boosts are consumed every time you perform a hard go or explosive sprint launch. Once your 3 boosts are gone, you notice your speed acceleration decrease significantly for the remainder of the possession. As with dribble combos, it's important to play smart basketball and be efficient with your movements rather than zigzag back and forth, aimlessly trying to get around defenders. I love this 2K. This is what I'm talking about by making and punishing people that's not skilled. You feel what I'm saying? And making skilled players come back into the game. It says more authentic shooting. Shooting also gets some nice upgrades for NBA 2K23. In NBA 2K22, success from the outside was heavily weighted towards coverage. If you could get an open look, you could balance out poor rating and incorrect timing. This year, we want more authentic shooting mode that captures the essence of great NBA shooters' capabilities. The first major change in addition of shooting attributes. Since the interception of signature jump shot in 2K basketball, animation have been more or less authentic, but functionally the same this year. Every signature jump shot has a unique shooting stack that helps determine its effectiveness. Oh my God. I ain't gonna lie to you, NBA 2K23 might sound the best. I ain't gonna lie. Shot speed, how quickly the shot get to its ideal release point. Release height, how high the shot is released. Oh my God, tall builds might be effective. Defensive, okay? How effective the shot against defense contests. Timing impact, adjust shot window to reward good timing at cost of increased penalties for bad timing. That's what I'm talking about. So it sounds like to me real player percentage might be out of the game and you're gonna have to learn your jump shot. All right. We also are adding a huge number of shot animations to choose from, over double the amount of any previous version of 2K, and they are much more accurate to each player real life jumper. For my players, shot animations will be gated by shooting rating, so you have to play around with all the options to figure out what works best for your skill set and playing style. We're looking forward to seeing a lot of more variety in the community. 6 shot selection with this next evolutions of shots. Now it says shot meter and feedback. All right, I know y'all waiting for this. There are 5 new shot meters to choose from, 15 more that can be unlocked through the season over the coming years. Some big, some small, some above the head, some to the side, and some below the shooter. Each meter completely fills to the end, which is your ideal release point. Then on the late side of 2K17 and 2K20, the new shot meter option were a common ask from the community. So sure, everyone will find an option they will like, then some. You also notice a sub change to how shot feedback works this year. We use shot arc to help indicate whether you're early high arc or late flat arc, or on timing ideal arc. So by paying attention, you can easily tell right away if your release is off. Also, the shot feedback enable where delaying the timing coverage overly and green release animations for coming up until the ball hits the basket. It's a small change, but it really brings back some of the drama that the green light sometimes lacked. And also encourage everyone to continue to play through the possession rather than giving up and getting back into transition early. Okay, so it sounds like it's a lot of changes to learn your jump shot. You know what I mean? Learn your jump shot. Okay, so it says facilitate the offense. For the playmakers out there, you'll find some new tools and disposals as well. The lead to the basket pass makes it return to the new gen, so that it works the same way as current gen, allowing you to simply press and hold Y triangle to get your receiver to cut to the basket and release the button to throw the pass. Another alternative is new spot up pass mechanics. If press and hold B V circle. The receiver you're pointing at with the left stick will perform a quick V, a flare cut to get open on the perimeter. It's very careful, very useful, quick hitting play to get an open look when you don't have time to run a full-blown play for your teammate. My player can also equip signature passing styles to mimic some of the best floor generals all time, including Steph Curry, Magic Johnson, Jason Williams, LeBron James, the GOAT, and more. Let me know who y'all think the GOAT in the comment section is, all right? Whether you prefer to drive the lane back, defender down in the post, or spot up from behind the arc, NBA 2K23 offer a wide variety of tools that cater to your offense gameplay. Now, this is what I've been waiting for. Defense gameplay. It doesn't matter what all these bells and whistles, is. If the defense is not great in the game, this is what is going to make and break the game right here, and I hope that defense is really, really great. It says, as always, defense remains a huge priority for gameplay team. We all know offense upgrades in the world don't make for a fun game. That's true. Shout out to 2K. If there are no counters to stop them. So let's talk about some great enhancements on the other end of the floor. Shot defense received a nice overhaul for NBA 2K23. Up until last year, we use a simple shot defender calculation that look at two specific points: the location of the defender when the shot starts and the primary to the ball at release. It worked well, but also it had shot comings. If the defender had hand or arm moved slightly into a bad position right after the point of our shot release calculation, you could get a bad cover score, even though it looked like a very good contest. That is true. That is so true. This year, we created a system with elevate the defense player contesting hand throughout a window of shooting motion. This large sample set provides ways more accurate results and help line up the coverage and numbers to what the players expect based on what they see happening on the screen. On ball defense for floor game, on the ball fence defense, movement and body ups receive a major refresh with new content that are more accurately today one-on-one player interaction. You also notice a new indicator on the ball handler when in guarding position. This new defense shading mechanic, the 3 bars are indicated represent 3 zones. Okay, straight up, shade left and shade right. The zone, the defender is shown in red. If the ball handler attempts to attack a red lane, they get cut off. I like that. Lose their dribble or fumble the ball. I like that. This is what I'm talking. This is what we need in the game. This is what I like. Great defense can anticipate where the ball handlers is attacking and will now be more clearly rewarded for it. The shading system works for both defenders, guarding the perimeter as well as the post, and does a good job communicating on both offense and defense while the collisions resolve the way they do. Shot blocking, okay? Oh my God. Shot blocking has been refined quite a bit this year as well. NBA 2K22, we made a huge effort to improve blocking targets and giving players the ability to detect any shot that comes into the paint. For NBA 2K23, blocks have been tuned to more realistic levels. That's what I'm talking about, leading to much more predictable outcomes with the right players making the appropriate stops when they're timing block attempt well. No more small guards pulling off LeBron James level chase down blocks. That's what I'm talking about. Like last year. Yes, that is a fact. You also notice the distance improvement in ball security for good dunkers. In the past, it always risky to try to pull off tomahawk back snatchers with defenders even remotely nearby. We made some changes to encourage good dunkers to use greater dunk of packages, Feel the rewards of the highlight real dunks with significant takeover boosters in the right situations without fear of always getting the ball knocked out on the way up. The shot blocking system also now contains fly-by blocks. When closing out late on the perimeter, the fly-by would do better job trying to get hands up while preventing defenders from slamming into the shooter and sending them to the line. This is what I like. I really like this because 2K is really being creative of how they are playing defense and how things are supposed to be realistically, okay? It says steal and ball strips. Ball strips are new, improved this year with tons of new content and better coverage. So if you're a smaller defender, quick hands can be adjusted as effective in showing down slashers and bigs in the paint as a good shot blocker. We also added fail strip contact layups to make sure the defender's steals and inputs are respected instead of getting ignored. Facts, man. When the ball does not get knocked loose by blocks or steals, you see greatly improved sideline awareness during the scramble plays. Pickups near the out of bound lines are much more reliable. Are driving the ball saves that throw the ball back in play. I've seen amazing 50-50 ball save that will make Dennis Rodman and Alex proud. All right, that's what I'm talking about, and that's what I love. I love that 2K is going all in on this. Badges, builds, and takeover. One of the first things everyone does when they pick up the new version of 2K and experience with the building a new player. This year, the major goal of the player builder was refinement, polish, and balance. You still have a complete control to build any type of player you want, but the new builder ensures that all builds, regardless size of specialties, are fun and balanced. That's what I'm talking about. The 5v5 environment used last year to test work and progress player builds is also now accompanied by a 3v3 environment. Okay. For new gen players, this is especially useful if you love to hoop on the city courts or want to make sure your player can hang in the streets. I love this new test to build, okay? That's what we need. I love that. Another huge addition to the build system in the animation purchase will now be accounted bound rather to one save file. In other words, if you purchase animations for your play shot build, it will then be available to equip on your slasher build, assuming your player meets all the animation requirements for current users. You're no longer limited by pie chart build system for the last couple of years. It's been replaced with more robust player builders than that new gen uses. Okay, so we're not going to have pie charts for new gen. Okay, I don't know about current gen, but for new gen, we're not going to have pie charts. There's not going to be pie charts for new gen. New gen badge system. Most impactful change when it comes to building players in the form of new badge system for new gen. When looking at from previous years, we noticed that the players often gravitate towards the same badges, and results as became a little overpowered by stacking certain badges together. This year, we're moving to tier badge system. There are 16 badges per attribute category, 8 in tier 1, 4 in tier 2, 4 in tier 3. Tier 1 badges are the least powerful for your player, but also cost a least amount of badge points. Costs and go up as you climb the tier, acquires the more impactful badges. This basic idea is that you need to equip certain numbers of badges in the lower tier before you can equip the badges in the highest. The motive behind this change was encourage players to make some tough choices when creating their badges. Make loadouts more invaluable as features and bring in better overall balance to the badges and games in general. Along with the tier, we are also introducing core badges, which are 4 unique badge slots one in attribute category that can be filled with the badges that don't count towards your badge points. Each badges will have a challenge requirement that once met will allow the badges to be placed into a core badge slot. We also made several change badges themselves, which are highlighted below. I'm not gonna lie to you, 2K have done their thing, chat. I'm not gonna lie. This might be the best 2K. Finishing Slithery makes it easier to gather towards traffic, avoiding collision and strips. Masher increase the ability to finish inside layups over defenders. And then it says Aerial Wizard ability to successfully complete alley-oops and putbacks. Bully, like Giannis and LeBron, are able to finish strong by bulldozing through traffic. Oh my God. Remove Hook Specialist. Wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. Hey, I tell you what, they moving Hook Specialist might be a good thing. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, for shooting, Agent 3, ability to hit difficult three-pointers, shots off the dribbles. Nice. It says, and that's okay. That sounds like shot create. MIDI Magician, improve ability to knock down mid-range jumpers off the bounce or out of the post like MJ. So, and then it says Amped. Why these sounds like, you know, like this is going to the Agent and Amp. I don't know why. Amp. Reduce the shooting attribute penalties when figured and when moving, especially prior to shooting. Okay, and then it says Claymore, increase spot up shooters' ability to knock down, catch and shoot jumpers. The longer they remain stationary prior to shooting. So it sounds like to me that now you're going to have these badges to hit shots, where builds that can't shoot are not going to be able to just hit shots because it's easy because of the mid-range or because you're in the corner. We'll see. Comeback Kit, improve ability to shoot perimeter jumpers when trailing in the game. Ooh, I like that. Hand down, man down. I like that one. Makes an outside shooter even deadlier if opponent fails to get a hand up in the face. Space Creator, formerly a playmaking badge, is now boosts the ability to hit step back jumpers and hop shots, and also will cause defenders to stumble more often. I like that. Limitless Range. Oh, Limitless Range is back. I ain't gonna lie to you, I miss Limitless Range. An old favorite return, making shooters more effective with any shot attempt from 3-point range. Remove Chef. Okay, so they remove Chef, Hot Zone Hunter, Lucky 7, Mismatch Expert, thank you. Move to Playmaking. Oh, it moved to Playmaking. Set Shooter and Sniper and Limitless Spot Up. So they move Set Shooter and Sniper in this game. Okay, so we got Playmaking now. This for my guards. Killer Combos. Improve a dribbler effectiveness with size up dribbles. Moving basically combinations of last year quick chains and tight handle badge. Killer. Okay, I like that. Now, chat, if you're still here, make sure you like up because I ain't gonna lie. This is a long thing. Clamp Breaker, help ball handlers to win more one-on-one body bump confrontation, the counters to clamps. Vice Grips, improve ball security immediately after securing a rebound, catches, or picking up the ball. Great bash for bigs. I'm not gonna lie to you, that is because 2K22, it was like you get the rebound and guards are able to spam and get a steal. Mismatch Expert, firmly shooting badge. This badge now helps smaller guards break down taller defenders when match on the 1v1. Remove Bullet Passer, downhill, glue hands, and Stop and Go. Stop and Go had to go because Stop and Go, chat, was the reason why people was able to do the left-right cheese so effectively and get that unrealistic movement. Defense Rebounding, Anchor, a critical badge for the last line of defense bigs. Improve ability to block and contest shots in the paint. Box Out Beast, help rebounders win the box out battle on both offense and defense rebounds situations. Workhorse, the Pat Bev badge that boosts your ability to hustle down 50 and 50 balls and play hard nose defense without getting tired. I like that. Glove, named after the legendary defender Gary Payton, helps you strip the player as they gather for shots and poke the ball free from the ball handler. Challenger, Improve the effectiveness of perimeter shots contests, and then they remove defense leader. Okay. So it sounds like they got some good things. It says team takeover redesign. Takeover are special abilities you can equip on the My Player that you can active after building up your takeover meter. Basically like getting hot in real life, while the primary and the secondary takeover remain the same. Team takeover has been redesigned. In the last couple of versions of players with active team takeover for the entire team and make every hot after filling up the primary, secondary, and the team takeover meter in the sequel order. For NBA 2K23, team takeover will work as a cooperative team system with the entire team sharing the single meter. Each player on the team has an equal portion that they're responsible for filling up by performing well on the court and being good teammates once each player has filled up their portion of the meter. Team takeover automatically fires off the entire team. The new design makes a lot more sense and does better job representing what it means to be hot as a team and take over the game as a unit. I like that. AI gameplay, here we go. NBA 2K23 is packed with AI goodness on both ends of the floor, new gen consoles. Here are some highlights that the AI engineer Daz Cesar has cooked up for you. Hopefully I didn't butcher his name. Once improvement. The first thing we wanted to address this year was how offense AI uses dribble moves, arsenals to attack. The goal was made as an AI more aggressive in setting up its moves and more with what the moves is used based on the different situations. We enhanced the AI ability to understand the defender's positioning using new defense shading system we are previously talking about. AI ball handlers will be better assess the situation and then dip into their arsenal moves to make more appropriate attacks. They now understand how to set up the defender, read the defender, counter, and then attack, opening with appropriate combos based on their moves to set the tendencies. In order to make an AI attack more effective, we knew we had to mix up the timing of the AI driving attempts. To do this, we engineer the AI prefer the earliest attack opening or what we call the first move attack appropriate. Okay, if given the opportunity, the AI will attack quickly after single move or before the move is even performed. However, it's used to remain a great guarding position. The AI will continue to set up with single, double moves to try to create an opening. In addition to making an AI ball handler attack more intelligently, we also wanted to make sure they replicated their real life counterparts authentically. So we built a brand new signature AI attack system that allows you to assign all stars of dynamic signature attacks packages that contains up to 4 signature combos. Each signature combos can contain up to 4 single moves set or 2 combos move sets. We can even create a variation that allows for AI moves to progress. For example, we can combine Kevin Durant between the leg crossover with between the leg crossover and step back. With early move priority, these moves won't be scripted. He can launch an attack after between the legs and a single move, or launch after between the legs cross. If your user is still in great guarding position, he can decide to attack with any other combos and attacking packages or just pulling up for a shot. It's a very powerful system that we can dynamically update throughout the season to ensure that AIs is never predictable in this one-on-one game. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie, because AIs, yeah, the defense is really good, but offense, man, kind of lacks. The next major improvement in the AI execution of the pick and roll for NBA 2K23, the role man understands how to keep space in relationships with the ball defenders and can vary their role path to the rim based on the ball, how they're being defended. The complement this, the AI passer has also been giving much better understanding of open versus cover passing lanes, alley-oop opportunities, and lob opportunities over the top of the defense. You will have to check up on the score coming off ball screens in this year's game. The AI is accurately aware of what the shot are available based on the defense coverage, so you see the AI shoot scores use varieties of reads to score on the pick and roll. On the coaching side of things, dynamic game plans gives us flexibility in how the AI choose to scheme their offense from one game to the next. AI coaches will track efficiently by looking at the points per possessions for plays types, freelance picks and rolls, freelance posts, freelance isolation action. They also track mismatching attempts for isolation and post as well. Mid-range and three-point shooting possession. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's really, really good, because we've been like, the mismatch sometimes does happen. Instead of predetermining between the team top scorer and who should get the lion's share of the offense possession, the AI coach performs pre-game matchup evaluations, adding more weight to the player with the better matchup. It can also dynamically change the weights as the game goes based on efficiently for scores or on the floor. If LeBron James have the better matchup and scoring as well, the gameplay will divide deeper and add more weight to the plays he most successfully with. On the flip side, the AI will also adjust if their primary scorer is struggling. Oh my God, I'm not gonna lie, this is a lot to read. So if LeBron has an off night, you'll see a second and third scoring option to get more plays run for them. Defense improvement. Last year, we built and rewrote almost all the major defense system. This year was all about refining them and to deliver our best effort to date. Every phase of our defense game has improved. From transition defense, we can identify when the ball handler has been picked up, allowing the anchor to leave the paint and get their man, to making the no threes setting works as intended. Rotations are sharper and more varied. Pick and roll defense is tighter and smarter. Okay, I like that, because the pick and roll, man, it was crazy this year. And this year, players can choose to turn off drive, pick and roll, or we also improved the cutter help individually as well to have more control over the defense focusing settings. In NBA 2K23, also the feature performance-based defense adjustment. In the past, we knew how many points the assist the leading scorer has on offense and would make adjustment based on that information. However, the adjustment the AI made to be generic, because it wasn't obvious how to give players racked up that scoring assist total. This year, our success in reaction engine can track exactly how the scorers are doing their damage to this engine. Okay, now these are all the closing remarks, but at the same time, we see, okay, that there's been a lot of changes in NBA 2K23. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I think this is good for the community. I'm not gonna lie. This sounds like a very, very good game, but we gotta see. So let me know in the comments what you think. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I appreciate y'all, and we out. Let's go.